So my people, the story going around now is one that got everybody talking. A new video came out showing what many people are calling President Tinubu's secret meeting, and Nigerians cannot stop reacting. Now, this isn't just another ordinary government meeting that happens every week. No, this one carried a special kind of attention. People started saying, what exactly was discussed behind closed doors? And that question alone is what has been shaking social media for days now. Before I go deep into it, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any gist like this. We always bring you the latest and explain it clearly, so just click that subscribe button right now. Now, let's break this matter down the right way. Reports came out that the president held a closed-door meeting with the service chiefs. That's the heads of Nigeria's military and security agencies. Normally, that wouldn't be big news because every president holds private meetings about security. But this time, it was different. There was no press briefing before or after. There were no clear details released. Just a few official photos and silence. And you know Nigerians, once there's silence, people start to fill the gap with all sorts of interpretations. Online, the story started spreading like wildfire. Some blogs posted that the meeting was about national security. Others said it was about alleged coup plots. And a few even claimed it was a response to internal political tensions. But let's focus on what we actually know. Yes, a closed-door meeting happened. Yes, it involved top military leaders. But what was really discussed? That's where the conversation gets interesting. Now, people have been asking why all the secrecy? Why not just come out and tell the public what was discussed? Especially when everyone is already anxious about the economy, the protests, and the tension in the country. Remember, in recent times, there have been different protests. People talking about hardship, fuel prices, insecurity, and even youth groups asking for reforms. So when news came out that the president suddenly called all his service chiefs into a private meeting, it naturally made people start connecting dots. If you're watching right now, just hit that like button so that YouTube can show this gist to more people who want to understand what's really going on. Now, according to some inside reports, the meeting might have focused on reviewing the country's internal security situation. That means all the things happening in the north, the unrest in the southeast, and other parts of the country where there have been attacks or rising tension. It's possible that the president wanted direct updates from the commanders instead of waiting for briefings through long channels. That's normal leadership practice. But because it happened quietly, people took it as something secret. Let's be honest, Nigerians don't like secret meetings. We've had too many years of leaders hiding things from the people. So even if this meeting was just about regular security discussions, the moment people heard the word close the door, everyone's mind went straight to suspicion. And of course, the internet did what the internet does. People started creating headlines like Tinubu's secret meeting exposed, and you won't believe what was discussed. Now, one major theory going around is that the meeting might be connected to military investigations happening recently. Some soldiers were reportedly being questioned over alleged internal plots. Nothing confirmed yet, but it's being investigated. So, people are saying maybe the president called the service chiefs to get to the root of it. Maybe he wanted to know how serious these allegations were. After all, any leader would want to make sure there's no internal instability. And this is where the conversation gets deeper. Because you see, when there's even a small rumor of anything related to the military and politics in Nigeria, people immediately remember the country's history. We've had coups in the past from the 1960s up to the 1990s. So naturally, people don't take those things lightly. Even if it's just an investigation, the public wants to know that democracy is safe, that the system is stable. Now, some analysts have been saying something interesting. They believe that the meeting might have been about strengthening security loyalty. In simple terms, making sure that every commander is on the same page with the democratic government. Because we all know that for a democracy to stand strong, the military must stay loyal to the constitution, not to any individual interest. Please, if you're enjoying this analysis, just pause for a second, hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. It really helps. And we've got plenty more balanced stories like these coming your way. Now, let's talk about why this meeting is trending so much. It's not just about what was discussed, it's about the timing. Nigeria right now is in a sensitive moment. The economy is tough, people are complaining, protests are happening, and the government is trying to reassure everyone that things will get better. So when a secret meeting like this happens, people start asking, what are they planning? What's next? And then, of course, social media takes it further. On X, formerly Twitter, you see people saying the government is hiding something. On Facebook, you see posts saying, big decision made in secret. Some even say, is it about a reshuffle in the military? Others say, maybe they discussed protest management. The truth? Nobody outside that room knows exactly what went on. But that hasn't stopped people from talking. And here's the interesting part. This kind of situation shows how much Nigerians care about transparency. People want leaders who communicate clearly, especially in difficult times. Because when there's silence, rumors fill the air. And right now, social media spreads information faster than radio or TV ever could. If you're still with me, don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Just click it, it's free, and it helps us continue bringing you real stories explained in simple English. Now, let's look at it from another angle. What if the meeting was purely strategic? Maybe about border control, internal security, or intelligence operations. Those are sensitive topics that can't always be discussed in public for security reasons. So sometimes secrecy doesn't mean something bad. It can actually mean leaders are planning carefully behind the scenes. That's why some commentators are saying we should be cautious before jumping to conclusions. They believe Nigerians should demand transparency, yes, but also understand that not every private meeting means there's a conspiracy. And that's a fair point. But still, the question people are asking is, why not just say something? Even a short statement like, the president met with service chiefs to discuss national security issues would calm a lot of minds. Because when there's total silence, it leaves room for people to imagine the worst. Now, one thing we must give Nigerians credit for, we are very observant.
Once something doesn't look right, people notice. That's why this story has been trending for days. People want to know what direction the country is going. Some people also think the meeting might have included talks about recent protests and youth movements. They say maybe the president wanted to ensure that the police and military handle future demonstrations carefully, with respect for citizens' rights. Because in recent times, public opinion has been very sensitive about how security agencies respond to peaceful gatherings. So, you see, there are many possible reasons for this secret meeting. It could be about security threats, about loyalty, about protest management, or even about preparing for bigger reforms. We can't say for sure, but what we can say is that the conversation it has created shows how aware and alert Nigerians are, and that's something good, because democracy works best when people are paying attention. Please, if you're still watching like this video right now, and drop a comment. What do you think about this kind of secret meeting? Do you feel it's normal, or do you think leaders should always come out and explain things to the people? Let's know your thoughts below. Now, moving on, another angle some experts raised is that this could also tie into regional cooperation. Nigeria has been playing a key role in West African politics, especially after some of our neighbors experienced military takeovers. The government might be discussing how to prevent similar instability here, or how to strengthen regional defense strategies. If that's the case, then the meeting could actually be a positive move. Proactive leadership to ensure Nigeria remains stable.